Hey YouTube. Alright, well, it took about 3 months, but finally got the Bodywork to where I am as happy as I am going to be with it. So I'll just walk you through everything. Got it all primered with rust converter sealer. It's red, but that's okay. I think the paint that I'm going to use is going to cover that pretty easy. I got all the doors set up and the line gaps are all pretty set, as good as I think I can get them. So everything's fairly even. I did a few modifications to the doors that I think I'm going to like a lot. So as you can see, that all the door handles work. I don't have these on just because I'm going to paint it today. Hopefully, go pick up the paint right now, but it's hard to do with one hand. There you go. So, but it's all set and solid, and all the rust has been taken care of and cut out and welded in new metal. Cut a hole in the top just for a vent for later. Added some extra supports along the top edge there. That's where my cross braces are going to hook up to. I'm just going to do some sort of wood up there so I can screw to it for the overhead. Yeah, but everything got all welded up, got rid of all the holes and dents and dings and everything else. Turned out pretty straight. That's a little dusty right now. I'm going to have to clean all that, but turned out pretty good, especially for having all the damage that was in the front. I ended up cutting this out completely and just welding in a new piece just because it was so far gone. Got rid of the front turn signals. I'm just gonna do an integrated headlight with all that stuff. And then I also got rid of the rear where the tail light assemblies would go. I got rid of that. I'm just gonna do a round one right there on both sides just because I couldn't find a LED replacement for the that would fit that. But yeah, everything's all set up and as straight as I want it to be. I just catch you up on everything that I've done so far, well, during the last 3 months. Tons of metal work, tons of sanding, tons of painting, and then I've also been kind of cleaning up as much as I can. Got a lot of the door parts out just because. Hey bud, you excited to go get the paint?
Well, what are you talking to?
Oh, we're making a YouTube video. You want to say hi? This is my helper. And so I'm gonna do, instead of having the mechanism here on these doors that stay stationary, I'm just gonna have a tab that you slide up and down and it's be spring loaded and it'll go straight into there. I think that'll be more solid. And that way no one opens the door while we're driving.
And this hole's gonna be filled up.
Yeah, that's gonna be filled up with an engine, huh?
And this hole's the roof.
Yep, that's gonna be a vent, huh? It's gonna be pretty cool. And then on the back door here, I added, not bolted yet. I added this little handle here because this didn't come from factory to be able to be open from the inside, which was interesting. So I just took one of the handles from this door or that door, and then I welded on. I'll show you what I did. I took out the little spline shaft there that your handles go on. I took that out of one of these so that I could weld it into, I took it out of this one. And then I just welded it directly into the mechanism that would close both doors. So it worked out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And then I got the engine finally. Just put that anywhere. I got the engine all set up here. So it's all final cleaned. And I haven't honed these out or anything. This is just, I took my bore hone and I put a microfiber rag on it around the stones and with some WD-40 and just shot it through there, and you can still see some factory honing in there. So this engine, I'm not gonna send it anywhere. I'm just gonna hit it with a hand hone and basically just put new bearings in it. Same thing with the pistons. I've cleaned those up really good, and there is not a thing wrong with any of them. So I'll just I'll get a cam kit and valve spring kit to give it a little more oomph, and then I'll get exhaust. I'm gonna throw this thing away because it's got cracks everywhere. I could not get an intake manifold that accepted anything other than a 4-barrel carburetor for an upgrade, and the size 4-barrel carburetor that this would take would be really tiny CFM. So I'm just gonna keep that stock intake, and I'll probably do a little upgraded 2-barrel carb. Call it good. I'm preparing for paint. I'll show you all the other stuff that I have. I have a little closet full of parts that are ready to go. So I got all kinds of seals, glass, brackets, just everything off of there that I've cleaned up. Got a new speedometer cable. All the engine brackets are in there. Got a new steering wheel splines. Made these gauge clusters that are gonna fit perfectly in there. Just everything. Fuel tanks all cleaned up. Drive shafts all cleaned up. It's all ready to go back together. I just had to get the body done, and that took much longer than I wanted it to. So, but it's getting there. Today, like I said, today is the day we're gonna paint, and I'll show you. So this is kind of the design that I'm gonna go with. We're just gonna do white, and then we're gonna do that like a darker blue inside of the trim panels. Should turn out pretty good as long as I can pull it off, and I think I can pull that off. So, but do a little side-to-side comparison here on what it's gonna be versus what it is now. So, sorry, I'm not really an artist, but it's kind of see that. I think that'll be pretty cool. So, yep. Anyway, I'll make some videos for the painting and prep work on the paint. All right, thanks. All right, so I got the garage all set up. Got everything all taped off. Got my blue. This whole panel will be blue. Everything else will be white. Same thing up forward here. I don't really care if this gets sprayed white and then blue. It's not that big of a deal because there's gonna be a window seal and everything. But yeah, looks pretty straight. I'm pretty happy with the way the taping turned out. I'm gonna start with the inside first, and I'm just gonna paint the entire inside white. That's all gonna be covered anyway, so figured it'd be a good spot to test my gun and my mixture and everything. But yeah, I'll do white on the inside, and then I'll do the roof next, and then the sides. And so everything will be white today. Don't know if I'll be able to do blue because I'm gonna have to retape. I'll have to tape off the white to spray the blue, so I'll probably have to wait a couple days for the white to dry real good, and then I'll be able to spray the blue down. So, but anyway, I'll show you kind of the hardware and software here. So over here, got just the purple gun from Harbor Freight. Works really good. That's what I use to spray the primer with. Turned out really good. I figured I'll just use the cup that it came with to spray the white, because I don't have enough of my PPS cups left to do white and blue. But anyway, these cups are pretty cool. If you're gonna do any sort of painting, these are These are pretty nice. The only downside is they're pretty expensive, and this adapter all by itself to make those cups fit that gun costs about twice as much as just this gun. So I don't know. It works really good though, so I highly recommend it. Here's the lid for that. I got just different mixes. I'll probably mix a bunch of white, and then I got other cups just in case with lids, and I got filters, tack cloth, just the pouring spout for that, mixer, and then over here we got there's just acetone in the spray bottle so I can clean stuff. I have well, I guess so this is just like a Rust-Oleum type of stuff just from Ace, their brand. It works really good, and it's high hiding, so just basically a high build, and it will cover any questionable body work that may or may not have been done. And then this is going to be the blue, and this is just white. But I'm going to do a 3-part to 1 part to 1 part. So 3 parts paint, 1 part reducer to 1 part dryer agent to speed up dry time because it's pretty humid here. And so basically I'm going to just 3 parts, 1 part, and then 1 part. So this will just be half a part each. So 3, 1, 1. That turned out pretty good the last time I used it. So we can do that again. And then of course the respirator, because it's gonna get pretty fumey in here. Sticks. I won't record spraying in here just because I don't want to get paint on my phone. But I will record spraying out here. So anyway, the next time you see it, this should be all white and looking much brighter in here. So I'm kind of tired of this color. All right, thanks for watching. All right, sorry I didn't video any of the painting at all, but it's done. Turned out pretty decent. There's a little orange peel going on, but nothing too crazy. I need to get studs or nuts or whatever that goes on the backs of these, or glue or something. Gonna figure that out. Turned out pretty good though. Much better than it was. Got it all. Got the color scheme done that I wanted. I think it turned out pretty good. Got this guy on there. These emblems. I think that's a pretty cool little color scheme. Should be pretty neat when it's all said and done. So I think that looks pretty good. I forgot to fill those holes. That was for the old goofy mirror that was on there. I thought it was for some sort of emblems, but it's not, so I'm gonna have to just Bondo that and paint it, but that's fine. Take that off of there before it falls off. I gotta figure out how to mount these because all the hardware for them broke taking them off, so it's to be expected, but it turned out pretty good. Painted the dash blue. I think that's a good touch. I'm gonna do the gauges white, so that'll be good. And then there's gonna be a whole bunch of wood in here. Yeah, turned out really nice. I'm pretty happy with how it laid out. I got a couple pretty bad spots that I'm gonna have to go back over. You can't really see it when you got all the primer on there, but for the most part, I got most of it fixed. The really bad spots, and at the very least, the rust is completely taken care of. So if I gotta add Bondo and paint again later, then so be it. But for now, it's pretty good. I got my window not installed all the way, but it's there. I just wanted to see what it looks like. I think the black kind of gets rid of some of the white, because that ended up being a lot of white. But the blue or the black kind of offsets it a little bit. And I'm gonna do some sort of bed liner down here, about probably about 4 inches all the way around. So that'll break up a lot of the white too. Got the doors all set up. That was kind of a pain, but got them to work right. I added this door handle here because this the van didn't have a door handle on the inside, so I just took one of the little spline shafts and welded it onto the little mechanism there. So that worked out good. And I was able to do that because I installed these little quick catches. They're for like doors on your house, but they're stainless and they work super good. So just do that and the door opens. So I replaced the striker, I guess the striker plate is what I would call it, but I replaced that with these pieces of metal. I just cut out the squares for the tops of the doors and these circles for the latches on the door. So it works pretty good. You just shut it. It'll line up better once I get some rubber in there, but it's good. And then there we go, solid. So same thing going on with this one. Boom. So turned out pretty good. I'm not going to use any sort of regulator on there, so I got rid of all the junk that was in the doors that are stationary, or not stationary, but the doors that lock. So nothing will be in there, which will be really nice. I'll just be able to do a nice clean panel on there. And then this door will just have one hole for that handle, and that's it. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with these window seals. They're like $70 each. So there's 4 of them, so kind of spendy. And I don't really like spending that much money on rubber, so I'm gonna probably spend as much, if not more, on metal, so I don't have to buy that rubber, but whatever. Same thing with all the door seals. They're all really expensive, so I'm trying to figure out a system for that. I got this weather stripping here, and I tried to put it on one of the front doors, but it's too thick, so it doesn't shut. But I'll be able to use that on this edge so that the doors have a nice cushion landing there. But everything's going good. I think the next video I'm gonna do will be brakes. Should be getting a master cylinder rebuild kit one of these days, so I'll show you how to do that. And then getting that other window in. And then at some point I'll start building that engine, but I think I wanted to get it back on the ground with working brakes before that happens, so then I could kind of push it outside and reclaim the garage, because this thing takes up the whole thing. So I might get the front windshield in tomorrow. We'll see if my seal comes. I'm excited and scared to do that, but that'll be nice. Cars always look really nice when they have a windshield on them. So, but yeah, everything's going as planned. Sorry I haven't been making too many videos. It's hard to do all this all by myself and film at the same time. So, and a lot of it, to be honest, is kind of trial and error. So I'll do something and then it doesn't work, and then I have to do it like 3 more times. So yeah, same thing. So this paint, for example, the blue paint is the same brand and everything as the white, but the blue did not like being diluted with mineral spirits. I sprayed it all on and it didn't dry for like 4 days. So then I came and I had to take it off with a paint scraper, which luckily it didn't stick to anything. So the paint scraper just took it right off, and then I just mixed it with Japan Dry and sprayed it on again, and it stuck just fine. So it did not like to be diluted for whatever reason, same brand and everything. So it doesn't make a lot of sense, but maybe the pigment that they add to because the base paint that they used was white, so I wonder if the pigment they added to make this blue diluted it. I don't know. If you know why it did it, let me know. But it didn't work, so. But it was overcome and we're all good. But yeah, I'm really kind of happy with how the paint laid out. Have a lot of sanding and stuff to do and polishing and whatnot, but should be good. All right, thanks for watching.